I'm going to be ranking 15 of the most hyped up summer fragrances from worst all the way to best. But the catch is, all of the fragrances that I'm ranking are under $50. Make sure you watch till the end of this video because I'm going to be saving the best cheap summer fragrance for last. And also like and subscribe if you find yourself enjoying this video. Now, I could have gone the easy route and just put a really bad fragrance at the number 15 spot and waited until the very end to reveal the best fragrances. But to provide the most value for you guys, I've made sure that every single cheap summer fragrance on this list is at least an 8 out of 10 or higher. Let's get into it. In at dead last place, Versace's Dylan Blue. Remember, not a bad fragrance. No fragrance on this list is actually bad. This just happens to be the worst out of all 15 of them. To me, this is just the epitome of when a girl says, I want a man that wears a nice smelling cologne. Like, this just smells nice, it just smells fresh, it has a little bit of sweetness, it's very manly. Honestly, this is a sexy smelling fragrance that, although yes, it works best in the summertime, you can use this all year round if you want to. Versace Dylan Blue is that one fragrance you buy as like your first ever true and proper cologne as like a 16-year-old, and then you wear it all throughout high school and eventually grow out of it. It's a solid first option, but quickly becomes boring. It gets compliments, but it's also not going to turn anybody's heads. It's just okay. It's just a solid fragrance, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hugo Boss Iced. I don't even know if anybody still talks about this fragrance, but I love it. I remember I bought it on sale for just $25 from my local chemist, and if anyone else lives in Australia watching this, you know $25 for a cologne is so cheap here. But to me, it just smells like very relaxing lemon orangey tea. Every time I spray this on, I just want to go to sleep. Like, it just, I swear it has like a tranquilizing effect. Like I'm a horse getting shot by those tranquil guns, and then something bad happens to me after that, probably. The performance on this is so terrible, but I do actually really enjoy the smell, and this is my grandparents' favorite fragrance in my entire collection. I remember my grandma smelled this like 2 years ago on me, and she was in love with it, and honestly, I feel like, yes, this would attract an older woman's nose. For some reason, I get that vibe from Hugo Boss Iced. Also, the word iced in the name is a great depiction of what this fragrance smells like. It's extremely cooling, just a chill fragrance. There's nothing special really, but it's just chill. Lattafa makes some insanely good, cheap fragrances, but a lot of them are actually more for the winter time. But this is one of the ones they've made for the summer that is fantastic also. This is Lattafa Fakar. You gotta be very careful with the pronunciation on that name. This fragrance is undoubtedly heavily inspired by YSLY's EDP, and honestly, I don't know if they tried making it an exact one-to-one, but that's not what it smells like. It's much sweeter, it's a lot fruitier, it kind of gets rid of that like nice woody, almost soapiness from YSLY EDP. It's definitely their own twist on the scent. I think if you're a younger guy, you may really like this one. You may even like it more than the real YSLY. But if you're a little bit older, say 20 and above, I think you're just going to find this a little bit too kind of sickly sweet and synthetic. Yeah, it's still a nice summery option though. Especially like I said, say you're a young guy in high school, I feel like this would really help you stand out and get compliments, honestly. And it's $30, so yeah, it's sexy. It's a sexy fragrance. In at the number 12 spot is Afnan's 9 PM Rebel. This is a very new release, and honestly, it is a solid one. The performance on this is so crazy. I'm talking 12 hours longevity with literally nose plugging type of projection. Like, the pineapple note in this fragrance is so strong and juicy. If you don't like pineapple, do not even go near this fragrance. It's very clear that Afnan took a page out of Lattafa's book, and, you know, it's inspired by this fragrance here, Quiad Al First, and they smell very similar. The only difference is really 9 PM Rebel is a lot stronger and definitely has more of a kind of like Middle Eastern feel to the scent. I think this one is actually probably better for the winter, and Quiad Al First would be a more summertime fragrance, but you can wear both of these all year round. The reason 9 PM Rebel is probably better than Quiad Al First is the performance is just 300 times better. Yeah. It's a nice fragrance, actually. Up next, we have got Armaf Odyssey Limoni. And this smells exactly like the name. I'm not sure what limoni means. It sounds like some Spanish for like lemon maybe, but this just smells like a straight squeezed lemon in a bottle. The only way for me to really describe this is if you took Imagination and Afternoon Swim, smacked them together, and they had a baby, it would plop out something like this. It has the soapiness of Imagination, but then instead of the oranginess from Afternoon Swim, just replace that with lemon. I would say this is in the same realm of like Versace Eros Energy, but I actually think this smells more natural and better than Eros Energy. This is a really nice release from Armaf. This is such a refreshing fragrance. I think on a really hot summer's day, where the thought of wearing any type of cologne is just the most unappealing thing ever, this fragrance could be used for those hot days. No problem. Making its way to the top 10, Versace Pour Homme. This is a fragrance that I'll just thought for so long that it just smelled basic, and yeah, it kind of does, but it also does have a very addictive quality to it. I think it's that musky citrusiness. This fragrance is just a no-brainer. If you are looking for a cheap summer fragrance and you want it to be a blind buy and you just want to guarantee that you'll at least somewhat like it. You don't want to risk it too much. A lot of the fragrances on this list, some people are going to love and some people are going to hate. And, you know, that's cool in and of itself. But sometimes you just want a fragrance you know works. And Versace Pour Homme always works. Always. If you have always wanted Louis Vuitton's Imagination to smell more masculine than it does, then you may really like Carrelage Blue Spice, and that's why it's up next on this list. It's a more minty, more kind of barbershop take on Imagination. Like, it does smell very similar, around 90% similar, but undoubtedly, this smells more masculine. The performance as well is about the same as Imagination, so 6 hours longevity with soft to moderate projection. It's a really nice fragrance. If you don't have the money for Imagination, which a lot of people don't, Carrelage Blue Spice is one of the best alternatives that I have found for cheaper. The closest to Imagination I've seen is Game of Spades Full House. That also does cost over $100, so it's hard to compare these two. At the number 8 spot, we have got Club de Nuit Milestone. I only got this fragrance like 5 days ago, and it literally gets better for me every single day. And apparently, according to a lot of Reddit forums, the maceration on this fragrance can really, really improve it even more. The vibes that this fragrance gives me is watermelon gummy soaked under salt water. It's a little salty in the opening and dry down, but I just get a lot of this really nice, airy, aquatic watermelon. It's perfect for the summertime, and the performance is great too. 8 hours longevity with moderate projection. This fragrance has quickly become like a staple rotation for me in this Australian heat. Like, I've worn this a lot. That construction is going crazy. Up next is the best Versace fragrance ever created, and probably the most underrated too, Versace House Ice. The original Versace House stole all of the hype on social media, and this one kind of got released under the covers. No one really noticed it, except me, because I've had this since over a year ago. Bubblegum sweet with that freshness, but you get a slight minty, more cooling vibe. This to me is a lot more like office safe than the original Versace House. Less synthetic, a little bit less sweet, but when you have that minty, more aquatic feel, you can wear this literally everywhere. Everywhere. I'm saying office, school, work. Versace House Ice can easily work in those situations. This might be kind of cheating because typically I think this fragrance is associated with more winter and cold weather wear, but Versace Eros Flame, for me, is a cheap summer fragrance. I mean, like, yes, it is quite a heavy fragrance. It's got that orange, it's got that vanilla, but I find it works best on my skin in the summertime. So I'm urging you, if you own this fragrance and you've only thought of it as a wintertime scent, try wearing it in the summer and you might be surprised. For a 50 ml, I'm pretty sure on discounters in the US, it's like 50 to 60 bucks. I could be wrong. Maybe it's over $50 and I'm kind of misleading you guys here, but I don't care. I'm putting it on this list. It's just too good. It's too good. Best Versace fragrance of all time, if you're excluding the private line. Easily. Breaking into the top 5, it is getting serious now. We have got Lattafa's Al Qiam Silver. These names just keep getting more and more confusing from Lattafa. You have got to love grapefruit to love this scent, but luckily, I'm someone that freaking loves it. It's extremely musky, it's extremely musky, manly, and just sexy. This fragrance works weirdly well with sweat as well, so when I go to the gym, this is often one that I reach for. But yeah, I love the grapefruit note. It stays from opening to dry down. Apparently, it's an inspiration of Bulgari's Tiger, which I honestly have never tried. But according to reviews on Fragrantica, this is the best dupe of that fragrance available, by far. I think it's because of that citrusy, grapefruit, musky nature, but this fragrance definitely reminds me a lot of Louis Vuitton Symphony, and this fragrance costs 900 Australian dollars. So the fact that this fragrance can even slightly remind me of this one is a good sign for how high quality it smells. Up next is Cartilage Island, and in terms of just one-to-one clone fragrances, like if you just want to buy a fragrance that smells the closest to the thing that it's cloning, this is the best of all time, because I have never seen a clone that gets this close to the original in terms of just smell, performance, opening to dry down. Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, like, even when you take the cap off and smell it, it is insane how close they've gotten to the real thing here. A lot of the times with these Dubai-based brands, they'll get close to the original, but it always has a slightly like Middle Eastern kind of twang to it, which sometimes I'm not a fan of. Cartilage Island has none of that, and you get a pressurized atomizer for like $30. The performance is damn near close to the original. 7-ish hours. It's a beautiful, creamy, almost pina colada smelling fragrance with that coconut. It's so good. So good. I love this. Oh my god. It is getting serious now because we've entered the top 3, and we're kicking off with Cremo Spice and Black Vanilla. Like Eros Flame, I love this scent in the summer. Like, I get so much juicy freshness. Yes, you get a bit of a tobacco vibe. Some people think it smells a little bit kind of like cigarettes or an ashtray. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I think this fragrance works better in the summer than the winter. Yes, it's spicy. Yes, it's quite heavy. But it also has like a really fresh, almost barbershop vibe to it, to my nose. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but this fragrance, it's so good. All year round, actually, but in the summer, I love it. So this one is a dupe of Spice Bomb. I'm not sure if it's Spice Bomb or Spice Bomb Extreme, but I get more similarities just to the OG Spice Bomb with that freshness. But what I love is that the performance of this for an eau de toilette and for just $25 on Amazon really, really will surprise you. I mean, like, the projection for the first 2 hours is very strong. You genuinely only need 3 or 4 sprays. Because it is the EDT, it doesn't last super long, around 6 hours, but it's nothing to complain about. I really like this fragrance. At the runners-up spot is a fragrance that you can't get in the US just yet, but it is Boujeremy's Inferno, and this is inspired by Stefan Humber-Lucas's God of Fire. So a super prominent and juicy mango fragrance. It is so tropical. It is so fresh. Arguably might lean feminine, but that doesn't bother me because whenever I'm feeling zesty, this fragrance comes out. Oh, pressurized. So Boujeremy is arguably Australia's most popular fragrance brand right now, and this is their number 2 bestseller. They sell like 200 bottles a day, and trust me, if you've tried it, you would know why. It is insanely good. My girlfriend's brother wears this as his signature scent, and it smells incredible. The scent trail this thing leaves is insane. They have a website in Canada now, and this is one of the ones that they stock. The US, they're working on it. Middle East, they're working on it, but it's in Australia, Canada. That's it. That's it right now. That's it. And finally, at the number 1 spot, the best summer cheapie of all time, at least up until this point, is Lattafa's Honor and Glory. My reasoning for this? I haven't found a fragrance that makes me want to keep coming back for more, like what this fragrance does to my nose. It has a hold of me. It does. I've accepted it now. This is a gourmand summer fragrance, which is really, really hard to pull off, meaning it smells edible, but still fresh enough you can wear it on a hot summer's day. And those two things together shouldn't even work, but somehow Lattafa have done it. You get a vanilla, you get a creme brulee note, which is like a baked custard from French dessert, I think. And I think you also get like a pineapple note. It's a tropical gourmand. It's like this fragrance was just made for me to want to just wear all the time. Great performance as well. Weird atomizer, but the performance is great. 8 hours longevity, strong projection. You can wear this for a day night if you're feeling a bit kind of naughty. You can wear this on a summer's day. You can wear this by the pool. You can even wear this in the winter because it's so rich and dense. It's fantastic. Not blind buy safe though. Do not try and sample this, please. Some of you watching this are going to freaking hate me for recommending it because you're going to go and blind buy it and then realize it's very, very sweet and say, oh, I don't like it, I don't like it. Just try it first. That is going to wrap up this video on ranking 15 summer cheapies from worst to best. If you stuck with me to this point, you're a real one, so click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next. Peace.